Okay, here goes old Jeffrey Champy. I'll title this Studio and a Plant. Okay, here goes old Jeffrey Champy. I'll title this Studio and Apartment. There's a difference. Well, I was cleaning my apartment, trying to clean mostly the bathroom and the kitchen, because that's all you can really do. Because as long as you live in a studio, as the old saying, a farmer's job is never done, was the same thing with a studio. Your studio work is never done. Even when I work for Nikki and Skip, I clean the restroom and I clean the sawdust area. 90% of it on there. Okay, so right when I got to like 85% of it, they'd be like, okay, that's enough. Because it's going to build right back up. It's just going to build right back up. So I made sure that I dusted thoroughly wherever I thought there might, be an accident or whatever. But they don't allow anybody to smoke. There was one guy they hired, I'll never forget. He smoked, and she was like, okay, you're taking too many breaks. You already had 2 this hour, and every second counts. So eventually he quit, or they fired him, or both. But they don't want smokers because they're dealing with wood, sawdust, and there's lots of dust around. The sawdust area was in a separate area, and the stuffing area, I remember the stuffing area, so mostly the sawdust area or the stuffing area I took my time with, but we only clean the sawdust area sometime. But anyway, it's the same thing with this, because I live in a studio. I've explained to someone, they come here, the studio's work is never done. So because of that, my place is always going to stay a mess. I just try to keep things in order. So that's my excuse. If they come here, my place is a mess. It is what it is. Now, when I used to record music with people, I would keep it basically clean, sanitized, and all that. But I'm not recording at the time. So unless I'm recording music for someone, there's not going to be much of a difference. And even then, this is the swag, this is the flavor. Maybe because it was too clean, I could sense when people came, it was too clean, that they were happy. They were happy to see the artwork, but they felt uncomfortable. So too clean can make people feel uncomfortable, and too dirty can make people feel uncomfortable. So, but 99% of people that always came to my apartment have always felt comfortable, but they felt kind of the least comfortable when it was squeaky clean and all the windows were open and all the light was shining. So I probably overdid it the years of 2018 and 19. The place was squeaky clean, all the windows were open, blah, 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 blah. And no one really recorded much sometimes, but not that much. So the swag is very helpful. Very, very helpful. But you don't want too much swag. As I've learned, I clean my whole bedroom, but I'll leave a certain section that just has clothes piled up or whatever. That's the swag, that's the flavor, that's the imperfection. And the swag symbol, besides the word swag, is on my paper, my swag symbol, my imperfection symbol. So it is what it is. People come here this year, so we're like, whatever, get used to this. This is the studio, it always stays a wreck. Get used to it. Now, if I had a business, it would be different. Which this is a business, but if I had a business where people have to be, it has to be sanitary, like a regular business. It has to be super sanitary. But because no one ever comes here, it's just really not that important. So it's kind of like take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, take it or leave it. The studio's work is never done. Champ Amount Legacy. Today's date is April 2nd, 2024. Time 10:29. And Champ Amount Legacy. Piece with the subject of studio. I also remember learning 2018-19, recording music by the place always being clean. Not only that, it takes away your swag, your flavor, your creativity, because everything is just too perfect. It's too perfect. Or too close to perfect. No swag. 90% perfect, not good. 75, 85% okay, but it can't be 90% perfect. You're not getting anything done. You're not creating. Okay, that's That's what I learned. That's what I share with people. But after you record a song, for example, because we do different things, let's just say a song, drawing a picture, and after I finally finish recording a song, or we finally finished recording a song, I should say, drawing a picture is usually by myself, but I've done art with people as well. And if my hair is standing on top of my head, I look like I've seen a ghost. And our apartment looks like a tornado. F5 hit it. Well, we know we've got something. We've got something. Look, we've created something. So that's my opinion about it. I don't worry anymore about what people think about the place, because it's just like, whoa, this looks awesome, but like, whoa, what the hell happened? Well, you know something has been done, if not been brewing. So that's all I have to say. Champ 'em out, Legacy. Last PSZZ. The reason why we have called Lenda Studio 7 Transformer is because we learned after living in an apartment so long, you don't want to get a lot of stuff. Like, people come here and they wonder why there's no couch, there's no bed. For a simple fact, that stuff just takes up space, and I'm always having to rearrange things. For this and that, for this photo, for this event. We've thrown parties here in the past. You don't want a lot of heavy stuff in an apartment unit. That's my opinion when people ask when they first come move here. If I meet someone that just moved in, what do I recommend? Well, I tell them get stuff that's light, get stuff that's move around, because your apartment can be used for different things. Blah, 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 such as gatherings, events, work, whatever. Your apartment, each and every single apartment is a transformer. So that's something I want to share with anyone who's interested in working at home. Even when you're not working, you're working because your mind is still going and ideas. But that's all I have to say. Every apartment is a transformer, whether you realize or not. Every single apartment or home or whatever living situation is a studio, if you want it to be. But one of the most important things is that I've learned that, just like they say, the farmer work is never done. I heard someone say that in the movie. Not only that, the studio work is never done. At the same time, the farm is never done. It's always being built on, and the studio is always being built on. So you're always adding, taking away, adding, taking away. Here it is, springtime. I have to get rid of a lot of stuff, because you learn to make do. What does making do? 5 things. Oh man, let's see if I can remember. Number 1, fixing things. Number 2, recycling things. Number 3, using things for multi-purpose. Okay. Number 4, making things last longer. Okay. And number 5 is simply going without. I'll go over again. Multi-purpose, number 1. Number 2, recycle. Number 3, making things last longer. Number 4, fixing things. And number 5, going without. Why? Because time is money. You learn to value the millisecond. Time is money. You don't have time to be going to the store all the time, back and forth, or ordering something online all the time. If you can recycle it, if you can fix it, if you can make it last longer, if you can use it for multi-purpose, such as dishwasher detergent, can also be used for cleaning, the bathtub, or I'm trying to think, detergent can also be used, clothes detergent can be used for cleaning clothes, but also cleaning your tub and your sink, because those are the main things you're going to clean. The bathroom, the kitchen, the bathroom. Everything else you just sweep, keep it in order so you know where to find stuff. Like they teach you in military, keep everything in order, but squeaky clean in boot camp. But in a studio, your place doesn't have to be squeaky clean, but it's just basically, where to find stuff. You keep stuff in order. So that's something I want to share with people. I don't know why, it just popped in my head. Champ 'em out, Legacy.